welcome back to another video with me. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit of what kind of signs you may encounter that show up from our past loved ones and how we can actually find a way to communicate with them. So just to start off, the first sign that you may see coming from a past loved one could be birds or even butterflies. Birds or butterflies showing up at times where it may seem a little bit odd or random. Another sign where they will try to send us messages is from numerical sequences. Lots of signs and synchronicities can mean someone on the other side is trying to communicate with you and they want to let you know that they're there. And on top of that, we also have music. So music and songs are something that our loved ones will try to communicate with us, something that we could have had in common, a common artist, a song, a special song between you and that specific person on the other side. So these are just a few ways on how people from our on the other side will try to send us signs letting us know that they're still there. So they like to show us these signs in a way to kind of hold our hand through these times and wanting to let us know that they're always with us, they're always around us, and they always listen to us. So another sign that you may encounter can be through magazines, license plates, coins, and rainbows. So another way that they like to send us messages is through electrical events. So randomly lights burning out, or receiving text messages or voicemails that lead to no one, or lights flickering on and off. So the other side, they have a really strong connection to electrical events. So this is a way that they try to communicate with us. They have a very strong power when it comes to electrical events. So in my circumstance, that was something specific for me, is where I would see my lights just turn on the next day as I sleep. So I sleep with the lights off. The next day I would find that the light would be on. And it's just little things like that. But on top of all of this, they love to show up in our dreams. And the reason why it's so much easier for our past loved ones to show up in our dreams is because as we're dreaming, we are recharging ourselves. Just as we charge our phones, we fall asleep, we're charging our bodies. And how we charge our bodies is through this way where our conscious mind is asleep, but our subconscious mind is still awake here. And this is our connection to the divine and to the other side here. So this is why we get dreams. When we're dreaming, we're connecting to the other side. So our loved ones will actually show up through our dreams. They will come up in our dreams, or we can even have vivid dreams with them, conversations with them, or dreams with them that feel super real. And it's because they are coming to you through dreams and they're communicating with you, because this is just the most easiest and simple way where they can come in contact, because our bodies and our subconscious mind as we're sleeping is already connected to the other side. So it just makes it that much more simpler. So this has also happened to me. If it's happened to you, let me know in the description box below here. But what I wanted to also talk to you guys about is just a simple way in how we can continue a relationship with our past loved ones, because even though they have passed on, we can still continue holding on to a relationship with them. So communicating with them, letting them know about our day or about what's been going on in our lives, because they're always listening and they will always try to help you out, and they always have your back. So even if you and this loved one maybe in this lifetime didn't have the best connection, or things weren't always easy, you can always grow that connection through writing to them. What I'd like you to do is just to sit down and close your eyes and think of the person that you are trying to get in contact with. Maybe it's a memory that connects you and this person, a picture that connects you and this person. Make it specific and just make it so that you're very clear on who you're trying to contact here. So once you end up doing that, you can communicate with them, and you can let them know that, hey, I would like to get a sign from you so I can see that you're still around or that you're near. So the way that you can do that is by asking for something that is very specific. So something that can be rare and something that you won't be seeing every day, nothing that you can see on an everyday basis here, but also at the same time, don't make it impossible. But sometimes though, I do find though, even though I can think of something that is very, very hard to find, they still find a way to bring it to you. But look for something, or think of something that is rare, like, I don't know, a yellow mushroom, a red dog, little things like that. And then once you have done that, you've already set your intention, you've already communicated with them, and they've already heard you. So they will send it to you at divine timing. So they will give it to you at the perfect timing. So don't be waiting around, or don't expect it to happen like the very next second, the very next day, although sometimes that can happen. Just remember what your intention was. Keep it in mind. Don't forget it, because you may miss it if you forget about it. And just be aware the next few days or weeks. Sometimes it can take a while, so just be aware of that it may not show up the very next day, the very next second, but they have listened to you, and they will do their best to bring it to you, whether it's in a random moment. Like, let's say you asked for a sign of a yellow mushroom, and you're in a building, let's say you're at a conference call or something, and then there's a picture of a yellow mushroom. So these are things that can happen, where it will be shown up to you in a way that can seem kind of odd, out of the blue, out of nowhere, but this is a sign to you that they are communicating with you and they have heard you. So once you have gotten your sign, always remember to be thankful and to also thank them. So communicate with them, like, thank you for sending me that sign, thank you for sending me that yellow mushroom, I acknowledge that you sent it to me. And that's a way where you can grow a stronger bond, because they also would like gratitude for the work that they've put in to try to send you this sign here. So remember that once you do get your sign, or even other signs that you believe comes from them, then just communicate with them. Just let them know that you've seen it, you acknowledge it, and to thank them. And that way they will continue to send you more signs. So it's really beautiful when you have this connection to the other side, because your life will be filled with synchronicities, your life will be filled with a lot of coincidences. And if this is something that you have in common, like someone that you have in common, like a family member, you can always express this to your other family member as well, and they may get the same signs at the same time too. So that's something that is really interesting. Also, the other side loves to catch our attention. So the way that they like to do this is how I said earlier, which is through rainbows. And sometimes they will even catch our attention through double rainbows. something even more extraordinary. And by doing this, this is like a sure way where they want you to know that they are trying to grab your attention here. And I also wanted to talk to you guys about the fact that asking for signs and communicating with the other side isn't just something where you have to have it with a loved one. You can have it with the divine, the universe, God. You can have that conversation, and you can always ask for a sign when you're in a situation where you may feel stuck in life or you're trying to make a big decision. You can ask for a sign there. You can ask for 2 signs, one for yes and one for no, and then just let the time pass. Just make sure, like I said, that it's something that is rare but not impossible. Okay? So if you have any questions, let me know in the description box below. I will be watching them. I do like to read the comments, and if you made it this far, you are a real one. You are a real Spiritually Goldie supporter, and thank you for watching. Bye.